And day 3 of looking out the window to see what kind of day it is for the adventures. And it is sunshiny, the birds are singing, and it's maybe not quite the view of the Arch or downtown Chicago, but any day it's not raining and freezing, I am very happy with. By the way, if you do stay here, parking is right there across the street. It is $5, which is nothing compared to the prices I've been used to paying the last couple days. Well, hello there, and welcome to yet another beautiful day for an adventure. We had a nice night in this hotel, and before we check out, I thought we'd check out the museum part of the hotel. And as you can see, it's pretty cool on the floor that I'm staying on. I wonder what it's like on the ground level. And this is going to be a fun way to start out the day without having to drive 1 mile down the highway. So if you are brand new to this channel, go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on a thing. Welcome to another edition of Tommy Travels. It's Tommy Travels. Come on with me, you guys. Let's go see what there is to see. Oh my gosh, I said the sun was shining and the birds are singing. Do you hear the birds in here? Do you hear that? Look at this. This must be part of the art project. These people are chirping for some reason. This guy's chirping. Not sure if that guy is alive. This guy's doing not much of anything. I don't know exactly what's going on here. This is very, very strange. I don't know what the bird chirping. I thought maybe these people were doing the chirping, but it doesn't look like they are. They're just hanging out, I guess. Weird. Here's a piece called The Supernatural. As the sign says, the images of the post-industrial world transform into the bytes and pixels of the digital age. And that's kind of what this represents. Plus a lot more artsy language that I don't understand. But I like it. I like this one. Whoa, look at that. It almost looks 3D. That is really cool. That looks like a person's face right there. It's almost like looking into a TV version of a kaleidoscope. I like it. Oh my goodness, look at this room in here. I wonder if they have events or something in this area. Looks like a good place for it. Nice little rotunda with beautiful artwork all around. Oh my gosh, look at this one. This is a rock cliff that has been graffitied to the max. I don't know how people climbed up and did this. But look at this. Dan K. Grace, Mason AM, Summer 2011. That is absolutely cool. Wow. What an imagination. Can you imagine trying to climb up there? It's on the water. So it's not like you could set up scaffolding or a ladder to do this in real life. Keep calm and chive on. I love it. Oh my gosh, look at this guy hanging out here. Just checking things out, saying hello to people as they walk by. Hello, fella. Welcome to Tommy Travels. You are my favorite art piece of the day. And look at this, my Tinder date has shown up. She said she was horny, so I thought, let's swipe right. I didn't realize she meant that. We have this awesome pink wolf hanging out over here with some purple penguins on the table. This is a pretty cool little art museum here. Oh, now it's all coming together. I think these must be the birds that have been chirping all over the place. Look at that. All sorts of different kinds of birds. I have a friend who would know what each and every single one of these are. I do not. I'm not that good at naming birds. We also have a restaurant in the hotel called Mary Eddie's. I've decided, as long as I've gotten up a little early today, I'm gonna have breakfast before I hit the road. I haven't had breakfast yet, so I think it's time. What a cool little place this is. I'm always a guy who appreciates interior illumination. And I love the chandeliers that they have in here as well. I got some orange juice, and I decided to get some Dr. Pepper. And they don't do it out of the gun, right out of the can, which I kind of like because the gun can be iffy sometimes. Sometimes it's flat, sometimes the carbonation is wrong. Oh yes, that is a perfect pour of Dr. Pepper, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not a drinker, so I learned how to pour soda. Ah yes, and this place knows how to do a breakfast. A good old down-home country Oklahoma City hit the road type of a breakfast. That looks delicious. All right, these potatoes look delicious. Dipped in a little bit of egg juice. Oh, let's give this a try. Holy cow, I would come back here just for that bite right there. These potatoes are delicious. They're crispy, but soft, and with the dipping of the egg, absolutely mwah. This place is really nice. Well, that was delicious, and now it is time to go. Oh, well that makes sense. Here's the penguin. He greets you as you walk out the door. Thank you, Mr. Penguin. It was a brilliant stay here. Good to see you, and have fun in Oklahoma City. I'm headed down the road. And there's a view of Oklahoma City that I didn't get to see from the hotel room, but as I'm leaving the area, there it is. Hello and goodbye. Well, Oklahoma is Cherokee country, at least this part of it where I'm at is, and look at this awesome statue of an Indian brave and the mural of the old country. I would walk down there, but the wind is about 45 miles an hour outside, so you would not hear a thing. But I always love a good mural. And look at that, they've got a teepee out there. Awesome bison. And then behind me, there is a trading post that we should check out, I believe. And so here's what we're looking at. Cherokee Restaurant, KOA Camping Grounds, and this brave is guarding the way. And then this is the trading post here. And I don't believe we've ever been to a real trading post in Tommy Travels history. So let's go see what this place has to offer. We walked in right here and we were immediately greeted by this guy, who you can admire, but please don't touch. And then they've got a penny machine, which is sadly out of order right now. Afghan rugs, all sorts of trinkets. Oh look, they've got a Christmas tree. And look at all of this goodness in here. Here's a painting, and I love paintings that have a 3D effect to it. And there are some logs there that pop right out of the picture. Very colorful. I like that. Wow, this place is huge. Look at all these different rooms of jewelry and clothing wares, rugs, Afghans, sweatshirts. Oh, I love turquoise too. That is amazing right there. So far, that's my favorite thing in the place. They've got all this cool pottery. Look at that, an eagle. Oh, now I like the ones with the wolves howling at the moon. Wow. Oh, these are handmade flutes, it looks like. Oh, look, they've got animals on the top too. Oh, look at this cute little one. That is so creative. And feathers. Oh, I love that. And they have clothing and moccasins back in that room. And look at these Indian headdresses. So colorful. My gosh, this place is really cool. I wasn't expecting, I didn't know what to expect when I came in, but this is awesome. My first Tommy Travels Trading Post experience is turning out A-okay, I'd have to say. I'm full of rhymes today. And here we are in the great state of Texas. They said it couldn't be done. No, they didn't. But here we are, after going from St. Paul to Chicago to St. Louis to Oklahoma City, we have now entered Texas. What a beautiful sight. And here we are in Shamrock, Texas. Our very first adventure in the state of Texas in Tommy Travels history, and I thought we would do this one just for some good luck. That's right, they actually have a Blarney Stone here in Shamrock, Texas. And it's not just some stone, it's an actual piece of Blarney Castle. As the sign says here, in the late 1950s, Shamrock local leaders were successful in persuading Ireland into shipping a section of the famous stone to our Irish city. Promises were made, and who knows what else, to promote Ireland and the legend of their famous mystical stone. And so news leaked that there were certain factions in Ireland that were against giving any part of the stone, and so the Blarney Stone arrived in Shamrock in 1959, escorted by guards and an armored truck. And here it is, encased in concrete for protection. The Blarney Stone itself, right here. Many have smooches over the last 2 years. Maybe a few less smooches. But I think the smooches are coming back to the Blarney Stone. And so here we go, giving a smooch to the old Blarney Stone here. I don't know how well that caught, but there we go. And here they have St. Patrick himself, and a little bit about the legend of St. Patrick. In the 5th century, he was a bishop in Ireland, primary saint of Ireland, and historically known as the Apostle of Ireland. And legends credit St. Patrick with the teaching to the Irish about the Holy Trinity by showing the people a 3-leafed plant called a shamrock. St. Patrick's Day is observed on March 17th, the day of his death. It's just a very cute little area that they have back here. Little picnic benches, the Blarney Stone. It is 99 degrees outside. I have not felt this warmth since I don't even remember when, but I'm loving it. What a cute little town. And they've got the brick streets too. I like that when they do that. They have that in St. Louis by the spaghetti factory as well. Well, it wouldn't be a day of adventuring if we didn't see an old-timey gas station. Look at this. That's a Magnolia gas station. It's got the old pumps out there. Look at the fire truck. That is amazing. I just love places like this, and I love that towns keep them up like this, even though they're not being used. Grand opening was May 18th, 1929. Magnolia Motor Oil Gasoline. Just a blast from the past. It's just amazing to think that this was once a hub of activity for the old Model Ts and the old cars like we looked at in yesterday's adventure. We'd come to a gas station like this and there'd be guys at the pump. This is when full service was really necessary, it looks like. And look at that fire truck. Just so amazing. And there's the Shamrock Water Tower. And this area has trucks flying by here at a very high speed limit for a town this size. Seems like they're just flying by. Back to our beautiful, serene water tower shot. Well, look at what we have here. My plan was to go to Cadillac Ranch, which I will, but I've never been there before, so maybe I need some practice on the VW Slug Bug Ranch. Look at this place. Looks amazing. Wow. And I'm the only one here, it looks like. This is gonna be awesome. All right, I've got a bottle of spray paint here. I'm gonna choose to use the pink at this location. And I happen to be doing this on the very windiest day of the year. So I'm gonna have to do this carefully. And so look at this magical place we have here. The VW Slug Bug Ranch. We've got all sorts of different kinds of graffiti on here. I wonder how thick this paint is. Probably, oh, it's kind of soft to the touch. This is inches thick for sure. And from any angle you look at it, it's absolutely amazing. My guess is, I'm not a mechanic, but I would say that some of these aren't even drivable anymore. All right, let's break out the spray paint, shall we? We're gonna cover up some blue with some pink. How about that? Take a little pink, a little touch up. Gotta make sure with the wind direction doesn't spray into my camera. You may not even be able to hear this. But look at that. Time to go, Steven. Pink doesn't cover up black too well. This is fun. Very therapeutic, actually. I'm just hoping that you guys can hear me okay. Tommy Travels is going to be too long to write on one of these, I think. So let's try this. It doesn't show up very well, but that says BB3 right there. You are memorialized at the VW Slug Bug Ranch, BB3. There you go. This is awesome. I believe this whole idea was a tribute to Cadillac Ranch, which is what we're going to be going to in just a little bit here. But what an amazing shot is this. Just a fun little place to stop by and do some vandalism 101, legal style. And then from the cars, there's this little abandoned building here, which is basically built out of spray paint, it looks like at this point. Uh-oh. I think I have found some unused space. Oh yeah. This is gonna be awesome. And if you come by the VW Slug Bug Ranch, there it is. It's kind of hard to tell, but that says Tommy Travels. That is the autograph with the smiley face underneath. That's going to be worth a lot of money someday. Unfortunately, it'll be covered up in about 10 minutes. And look at this one. You can kind of tell it says Nomadic Hippie right there. There you go, hippie. Right above Tommy Travels. And of course, I can't leave out my best friend, Alice. Wow, look at this room. Completely trashed out. I don't know if this was a garage or if it was an actual, somebody lived here. I think it must have been like a service garage. But look at all these cans of spray paint left. Just nothing not touched by spray paint in here. They had the drop ceilings in here at one time. This structure seems completely safe and sound to me. And of course, we can't forget about Box Van D. There you go, Box Van D, memorialized here at the VW Slug Bug Ranch for all eternity, I'm sure. And of course, I couldn't forget about the famous Steph stuck in a truck. That is the longest graffiti here, I'm pretty sure. There you go, Steph. Oh, and I didn't even do this one. What a coincidence. It just happens to say SF Rose plus TR. Wow. I wonder how that happened. And just because I think he would like it, ladies and gentlemen, Papa Mozo. Well, I'd have to say that this was a successful adventure today. I went through a whole can of spray paint. This is the building that they have in back that has no areas untouched by spray paint. Well, they've got a phone booth here. I'm not sure what this was, but you can tell that this was definitely a gas station. It's hard to believe that one day these were thriving businesses along Route 66. And now, well, I guess they're still thriving in a way. People are still paying homage to these places along the way. Of course, they are torn down in shambles and everything, but you know, it creates a lot of love for this road trip that we're on. And so glad I got a chance to visit here. Uh-oh. There's some people over there probably trying to cover up what I wrote. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to go yell at them. Not to cover anything up that I wrote with my spray paint. And what do we have up here? That looks like a big Texan to me. Oh my goodness. And if you're a really big fan of steak, look at these hotels you can be at. Texan Hotel, Dodge House Hotel, Cattleman's Hotel. That is so awesome and colorful. I love it. And what do we have here? Looks like a cowboy dinosaur guarding the big Texan steak ranch. That's where we are today. Will I be eating a 72-ounce steak? No, but I would like to try their steak. I've been eating a lot of ice cream and pecan rolls, and well, I had a nice breakfast this morning, but I want to get some real food in me, some real down-home Texas steak. So we're gonna give this place a try. All right, here we go. Let's see what this place is all about. Look at this door handle. That's weird. And here we go, my first look. Whoa, a bear, Native American. Whoa, this place is already a treasure trove of YouTube footage right here. This is called content, ladies and gentlemen. Dining this way. I guess that's where I'm gonna be starting. And so here's where we wait to be seated. They have a gun on display. This is the restaurant. There's an upstairs. Oh, look at all the mounted animals. And here we go to our table. And we have made it to the table. This place is amazing. It just has Texas written all over it. Look at that. Even the tablecloths are cowhide. Not really, but it's the theme. Here's a look at the menu. They've got appetizers, sandwiches, steak and prime rib, local favorites, side dishes. Let's see now. Where is the tofu? Let's see. Tofu, anyone? I'm not seeing it. Darn. And so first things first, start off with some hot buttered rolls. Let's give it a try. Yes, hot, buttery, just as I expected. Very good. Also, since it is 100 degrees outside, I thought this would be a good time to try some good Texas lemonade. And so here we go. Cheers, everyone, to a wonderful road trip. That hits the spot right there. It is so hot out there. Wow, that tastes good. I would come here just for that, I think. Now that is what I call a prime rib. Look at that. With some cheesy potatoes and potato salad. That looks delicious. Now it may look like a huge steak, but that's a 16 ounce. What you eat if you go over there, where Jacob the carpetbagger sat, that would be a 72 ounce steak. And this is 16. Just to give you an idea of why I'm not over there. Okay, here we go. First bite of the prime rib here. Let's give it a shot here. It's got pretty good flavor, but very chewy indeed. Definitely not up there with Ruth's Chris, which was the best steak I ever had. And I don't know if I'm a fan of this steak, you guys. Yep, still chewy. Not a fan. Well, so much for a great steak, you guys. I think I'm just gonna get out of here while the getting's good. Okay, cool. Well, at least they have a Zoltar. Let's see what he has to say today. Hello, Zoltar.
Hear your fortune from Zoltar. Ah, yes. It looks like today must be your lucky day, for I see relaxation in your future. Have no worries about your troubles, my friend. Zoltar has reason enough to conquer them all. Surrender to me your treasure, and let me tell you more.
Oh my gosh, that's the exact same fortune he gave me yesterday, that I was gonna have good travels. So, some not so great steak, just a little bump in the road. I can conquer anything. Thank you, Zoltar, I feel much better. And look at this, they have a shooting gallery. That's always good. Got a gun, let's see what we can do here. Oh, I just got sprayed by a skunk. Let's see what this guy does. Uh-oh. Oh, I got the snake going. See if we can get the dynamite. Oh, look at that. The glass went down. The Ranger.
Hey, yo, brother, did you hear the one about the horse with the negative energy?
No.
I'm supposed to feel anticipation here.
He always said, nay, nay.
That's awesome. See if I can get this thing to... It's tough.
Hey, why did the cowboy get up that dachshund?
Well, because he wanted to get a long little dog.
Oh my gosh, we got a real Abbott and Costello over here. I love it. And look what I found off there in the distance, ladies and gentlemen, the official Cadillac Ranch. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So we have another can of spray paint. We're gonna see what we can do. It's a little bit windy outside still today. It's 97 degrees right now, and the winds are seriously like 40 miles an hour. And so we just have to get the right angles and see what we can come up with here today. The VW Slug Bug Ranch was really fun, and this is gonna be a blast too, I have a feeling. And for Cadillac Ranch, I think I'm gonna go with some yellow spray paint here. See if we can spray paint over some stuff. And here it is, the infamous Cadillac Ranch. And can you believe it? I'm out here pretty much all by myself. People are saying, no, it's too windy to go out there. To me, I'm like, let's just go out there. And this first one seems like a prime candidate for some spray paint. Let's see if I can fit a Tommy Travels on here. Tommy? Oh, it's so windy, you guys could probably barely see it or hear it. But there's a Tommy Travels. Let's give it a little touch up and see what we can come up with. Well, you can kind of see it. It's tough with the wind blowing half the paint away, but my mark is made. Look how coated with paint these axles are. Look at that. This is even way thicker than what the axle should probably be, but look at that. This is so fun. I don't know if you can see this, but here's a little shout out to Adam the Woo, who inspired me with YouTube and was the first person I ever saw come to Cadillac Ranch. Now I'm just gonna not worry about shouting out people, but just put in a little yellow around where there's other colors. Pretty. Adding a little yellow. As you can see, it's barely getting out of the can and it's blowing away. Add a little yellow to that. Very nice. Well, that was an experience I won't soon forget. Got some people walking out of there. It was nice. I kind of had the place to myself there for a little bit, but I will definitely never forget this experience. I'll look back on this someday and I'll be like, hey, remember that time I tried to spray paint things in 50-mile-an-hour winds? Oh, as Clark Griswold would say, it's all part of the experience. And here we are. We have entered the state of New Mexico. It's funny how as soon as you cross the state line, you can already see the landscape looks a lot different than it did in the last state. Look at that. It's gotten a lot more brown colored than it was in Texas. And more mountainy too, that's for sure. And here is our final destination of the evening. Roadrunner Lodge Motel. And look at that, they've got a Roadrunner right there in their logo. Meep, Roadrunner. It says, give the interstate the bird. And this will be our accommodations for the evening. And here we have a nice view from my penthouse suite up on the second floor here at the Roadrunner. Beautiful night. The wind has calmed down finally a little bit. It's warm. Got a mountain view here. Couldn't ask for anything. So we are in room 34. Let's take a look at what we have going on here. Well, look at that. A nice king-size bed. We've got some old music playing to the very old radio. A couple of nice chairs right there. Hopefully they have some plugins where I can do some editing. Have to figure that out. Oh, there's some plugins. We'll be able to figure something out here. And then let's take a look at the old bathroom situation. Wow, actually very nice. A nice sink. Nice separate shower and tub area. Wow. Actually, I'm very impressed with this place. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. This has been an absolute blast. We've covered so much territory today. My goodness. Starting out in Oklahoma City, making it all the way to Tucumcari, New Mexico. And we packed in a lot of activities. And I'm sure this video is going to be over a half an hour long by the time I'm done editing it. So if you've made it to this point, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit like on my YouTube channel. While you're at it, go ahead and hit subscribe and the little bell notification next to it so you can be the first to know when a new adventure comes out. Thank you so much for all of the support that you've given me so far. And until next time, I hope to catch you on the flip side. Look at all this junk piling up over here. Unbelievable. And they have a whole nother room in here. Let's see, where's the light switch? Oh, there's a bird. Whoa! That bird almost got me. That was freaky. Oh, wow. That was better than any haunted attraction, I'll tell you that.